We're back at RSA Conference 2014, and we're here with Bernie Thomas, Principal Security Architect for CSG Invotas. Bernie, tell us a little bit about what's the difference between the ideas of security automation and security orchestration. We're hearing you guys talk about that a lot in the marketplace right now.
Yeah, we actually think that security automation is something that's needed, but the market's not mature enough for it, the systems are not mature enough for it, and people don't trust it, including us. So we're taking the concepts of orchestration, which is selecting when and where you want things to happen, and pairing that with automation segments. So these automation segments are like building blocks. You take the building blocks and you orchestrate them in the order that you want, in the sequence that you want. And then you have humans in the loop of the automation at the right moment to validate whether or not they want these things to run at that moment or not.
And what are the key benefits of both automation and orchestration?
When you pair them together, you get rid of the disadvantages, which are trust issues and capability issues. And what you're left with is the ability to reduce impact of cost and risk. And those are the two major drivers. We're going to avoid cost, and we're going to reduce the impact of risk.
So the other thing we've heard you guys talk a lot about is to fight machine speed with machine speed. What's really the thought behind that, and how do you enable that?
Well, the thought is you cannot defeat or protect yourself against a real-time attack unless you can respond in real time at machine speed. So we give the capability to do that, and we pair it with massively parallel reactions across the enterprise, and the ability to do kind of a shields up thing. For example, if you're under attack, you want the ability to have the system go, this one is really bad according to your correlation rules. We're going to do a shields up to protect you, give you an extra few minutes to look at it before we let something happen, right? And then we can initiate information on the screen so the user can see exactly what's happening. For example, this will give you rich information about the attack, and here's the things you're supposed to do according to your runbooks. And while you're looking at those, you've got the shields up, which happen at machine speed, and you have the ability to execute your responses with the click of a button. If we were to just execute here, these actions would take place to protect against a spear phishing attack. Another aspect is, keep in mind that when we say we can do automation and orchestration, and we're talking cybersecurity all the time, our ability is decades old. We've been doing this for a long time, and we're focusing on cybersecurity now, but we maintain the ability to do orchestration of any network-enabled device, including, if you see here, coffee machines. Now, we are actually making coffee in an automated way. When we get certain attacks, the coffee machine turns on, the lights turn on to say, oops, this is bad, you're going to be here for a while, have some coffee. But the real purpose behind that is to say, name it. Is it physical security? Is it doors that we want to lock? Is it lights we need to turn on? Is it pizza we need to order? We can do it all.
Nice. Now, when you look at something like CSG Invotas, how does that integrate with pre-existing security solutions within enterprises?
Typically, we have been, for the past 13 years, we've been doing this behind other management consoles. So we had the message that whatever you use now for your management, we'll just integrate to the back end. And we're maintaining that history when we're in the security market too. So if you're using a SIEM, contemporary SIEM, will just be a right click that you click somewhere within that device, that system manager, and then you initiate our console, which will give you more information and action capability. And then when you close that out, you're back in your normal management console. And we integrate with pretty much everything.
Bernie Thomas, thank you very much for joining us. And be sure to check back. You can check out our full playlist of all of our CSG Insights interviews from RSA Conference 2014 on our CSG Invotas YouTube channel. We'll see you again soon.